Yuki Sunoda can seriously challenge Pierre Gasly. Aston Martin underwhelmed. We could have a serious title battle on our hands. Our first look at the 2021 Formula 1 grid is over, as pre-season testing concluded on Sunday. Max Verstappen set the fastest time of the weekend, but we can't just assume he's going to be world champion. However, we can make some rough estimations, so here's a few things we learned from pre-season testing. Before we get into the video, if you enjoy this sort of content, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe down below, and turn on notifications. That way you can stay up to date with the latest F1 content. Let's get into it. Yuki Sunoda can seriously challenge Pierre Gasly. It's fair to say Yuki Sunoda arrives in Formula 1 with high expectations, especially when you think he's made back-to-back promotions. We know Helmut Marko rates him highly, but against Pierre Gasly there's a formidable teammate for him to test himself against in his maiden Formula 1 season. Gasly is of course favourite to win that team duel, but from pre-season testing it is clear he won't have it all his own way. Sunoda set the second fastest time of the weekend with a 1:29.053, only behind Max Verstappen, who we'll come on to later. Gasly meanwhile had a fastest time in the 1:30s. Of course we have to take into consideration the different tyres with various strategies that were being run at different times of the weekend, but Sunoda improved each day, showing how quickly he can adapt to a new setup, and clearly how quick he can be. Now this isn't just another one of our bold predictions where we say Sunoda will end Gasly's F1 career, but the Japanese driver could put his teammate under pressure, and that could certainly be a team duel to watch out for. Aston Martin underwhelmed. There was a lot of hype surrounding the return of the Aston Martin name to F1, and with the arrival of a four-time world champion in the form of Seb Vettel, it looked as if they were launching an assault on the front runners. However, after their display in pre-season testing, expectations may have to be re-evaluated. Given Mercedes' struggles in pre-season, it is understandable to see Aston Martin struggling too. Their car is largely a copy of the Mercedes as it was last season, and they had particular issues with the gearbox that comes from the silver arrows. Reliability wasn't there, but they have the most powerful engine, so you'd expect them to be quick, right? Unfortunately for them, the speed wasn't there either. Vettel's best time was a 1:33.742, whilst Lance Stroll was around the mid-130s on day 2, so there's a bit of reason for hope. However, for a car which takes so much inspiration from the dominant force over the last decade, to be so far off the pace, it will be concerning for the team, and the fact they completed the second fewest number of laps, with Vettel completing just 10 on day 2, means they have far less data to work out what's going wrong. We could have a serious title battle on our hands. And finally we have the big talking point from the last few days. The big story in the build-up was, will we see a battle at the top? And it looks like our wishes may come true. Red Bull set the standard pretty much all weekend. Led by Max Verstappen, they set the fastest time with a 1:28.960, and things seemed to run smoothly compared to the somewhat chaotic situation at Mercedes. Although Sergio Perez wasn't entirely up to speed, he was no slouch, and he set the fastest time of the morning session on Sunday, which was the time to beat for much of the weekend. If Mercedes' problems are a little bit more serious than meets the eye, we could be in for a great battle. However, knowing Mercedes, they will probably open the season and blow everyone out of the water next weekend in Bahrain. And Toto Wolff has already tried to shake off any worries, saying he's not nervous and we are not nervous, but we have to understand what went wrong. However, there is a real sense of optimism that we could have a more competitive title race this year. What did you take from pre-season testing? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here, and if you want more Formula 1 content, check out the links in the description so you can stay up to date with the latest F1 news. But from me, I will catch you next time.